Greetings and blessings. Crawford Ashley here, the Spiritual Boxer, and I'm down at the Bethlehem. And I'm going to be talking about boxing again, as I always do. And this was something I was thinking about yesterday, about boxing IQ and the jab. Right now, to create a good jab, you've got to figure it out for yourself and what works for you. And it's like Theo's jab's coming on well. When you think about it, everybody has a tell. When you're going to throw the jab, everybody has a tell. You've got to find out what your opponent's tell is. And when you find out what his tell is when the jab comes, then you can counter it. But you've got to do it in a way that he doesn't know that you have read his jab, his tell. And the same with you. Know what your tell is, because as soon as you know what your tell is, and you've realised your opponent knows what it is as well, you can counter it. So, if you throw a jab and you catch him with a jab, nice. You throw it again, and you catch him with it, again, nice. Then you throw it again and you miss. You've got to assume that he knows your tell. And that's when you throw a feint, because you're now aware that the jab's not going to hit, so you're going to expect something to come back. So if every time you throw a jab, you drop your hand and then throw it and you catch him, when you drop your hand, counter with a right hand. And that's feinting, and that's just a little bit of boxing IQ. How do you learn that? Where do you learn it? Is it something that just comes with fitness? Because I think when you're at a level of fitness, your perception of everything changes. You see things in high definition, so to say. And sometimes things are slowed down as well. So, I don't know. Oh, the other question, why that's my favourite in the thing. It's the only ball and the only bag that teaches you how to miss. Yeah, teaches you how to miss. Because when you first go on that, it's very difficult to hit. And that's why I believe Mayweather was so good, because people didn't know how to miss. And that teaches you. When you miss with a punch, come back with another one. And if you miss with that, you've got to come back with another one. And then before long, when you go on there, you start missing less and less. But it's what you do when you miss. Anyway, if you like the vibe, then subscribe. I'm just sweeping this up before the people come. Today, it's good to have a nice clean ring. So I'm going to get it swept up and done. Anyway, like I say, if you like the vibe, then subscribe. I'm trying to get some running with Crawford's boxing, trying to get it into schools. I'm teaching, like I said, the little nuances of boxing and how to generate a boxing IQ. Like they say on the telly, he's setting traps. What kind of traps is he setting? And how can you read that he's setting them traps for you? These are all the things that people don't think about. You know, they think boxing is easy. Boxing is not easy. You have to be quick, or somebody with a mind that's not normal. You know, there's so many things going on in a boxing ring. If you haven't got a mind that can cope with that, then it's going to be very difficult. You see, if you've got a tell when you jab and you don't know that tell, what that tell is, you're in trouble. As soon as your opponent figures it out, and this is why champions are so good, because they figure them out very quick. They know their tells, and they know when you know them. And if you've got 2 or 3 people like that, not 2 or 3, if you've got 2 people in the ring like that, boxing counter punches, it becomes a very, I think, interesting boxing matches. You know, sending out feints and then countering the feints and then feinting the feints, and yeah, that's where, to me, boxing comes in. Playing mind games with your opponent. And I think that's what most of them try to do, get you into that where you can't think clear, so you're not seeing these openings, you're not seeing these traps. So everything that goes on in press conferences, don't take it personally. You know, they're just trying to get a rile out of you. Like I was taught, if you lose your temper, you've lost. And that also works in life. If you lose your temper, you've lost. Well, that's the way it is in a lot of it. But we'll try and get boxing back to where it should be, where the best are fighting the best, and we're seeing some good fights. Remember that saying, make 'em miss, make 'em pay. Try not to give them anything. No, that looks, I don't know, it might look like that. I've got a lot swept off anyway. Continue with the gym.